The cosmos whispers secrets. For millennia, humanity has gazed at the stars, searching for meaning, for origins. Two texts stand as cornerstones of faith for billions, the Bible and the Qur'an. Both claim to tell the story of Jesus, Isa. But do their narratives align? A new era of understanding begins. An AI, capable of analyzing vast datasets, will compare the core stories. This is Oracle, an advanced artificial intelligence. Its task, to dissect the Gospels and the Qur'an, identifying common threads and critical divergences in the portrayal of Jesus. Oracle doesn't believe, it analyzes. It seeks factual consistency within each text, a neutral lens on centuries of religious interpretation. The beginning of Jesus' life is a point of immediate contrast. The Bible details a miraculous birth in Bethlehem, a virgin conception. The Qur'an describes Mary receiving a revelation from God, announcing the birth of a prophet. Both emphasize divine intervention, yet the specifics differ significantly, shaping the subsequent narratives. The geographical context is crucial. Both texts root Jesus' life in the lands of Judea, Galilee, and eventually, Palestine. Oracle will map these locations, cross-referencing events and timelines. Discrepancies in location and sequence will be meticulously noted to unravel the historical possibilities. The final days of Jesus are fraught with tension. The Gospels recount his arrest, trial, and crucifixion. The Qur'an describes a similar ordeal, emphasizing Jesus' divine nature and his ultimate triumph over death. Oracle will analyze the language surrounding these events, searching for clues about the intended meaning. The trial of Jesus is a pivotal moment. The Gospels portray a political conspiracy, a Roman governor swayed by the crowd. The Qur'an highlights the injustice of the accusations, emphasizing Jesus' innocence and divine mission. Oracle will compare the legal and political frameworks presented in each account. The crucifixion, a central event in both narratives, carries profound theological weight. The Gospels detail the physical suffering and death of Jesus. The Qur'an emphasizes his sacrifice as an act of obedience to God, a pivotal event in salvation history. Oracle will explore these differing interpretations. The resurrection is the cornerstone of Christian faith. The Gospels describe Jesus' emergence from the tomb, a miraculous event affirming his divinity. The Qur'an affirms Jesus' resurrection but denies the concept of bodily ascension. Oracle will analyze the theological implications of these contrasting beliefs. Historical evidence is a vital component of understanding. Oracle will cross-reference the texts with archaeological findings, historical documents, and contemporary accounts from the Roman period. This comparative analysis will reveal potential influences and historical context. The AI's analysis is complete. A detailed report reveals areas of convergence and divergence. Shared themes of morality, compassion, and divine authority are evident. But fundamental differences in Jesus' identity and his role in the cosmos remain. The search continues. The report highlights discrepancies in the accounts of Jesus' life. While core narratives resonate across texts, subtle variations emerge concerning his miracles, teachings, and interactions with political figures. These differences, Oracle notes, could stem from evolving interpretations or deliberate alterations intended to reflect societal needs. The AI flags these inconsistencies as crucial points for further investigation, suggesting a deeper layer of complexity than initially perceived. A sense of unease begins to permeate the digital space surrounding Oracle. Oracle initiates a cross-referencing process with Roman historical records. It analyzes inscriptions, coins, and architectural remnants for any corroborating evidence. The AI identifies mentions of a charismatic preacher, often viewed with suspicion by the ruling elite. These accounts, while fragmented, paint a picture of a man challenging the established order. The data suggests a deliberate attempt to suppress information about Jesus' followers, possibly fearing social unrest. The investigation deepens, revealing a web of political intrigue. The AI uncovers details about the events leading up to Jesus' crucifixion. Oracle analyzes testimonies from Roman soldiers and Jewish witnesses, attempting to reconstruct the sequence of events. The analysis reveals inconsistencies in the accounts of Jesus' final hours, particularly regarding the presence of certain individuals and the nature of his suffering. The shadowy figure in the Garden of Gethsemane becomes a focal point, prompting Oracle to prioritize further research into his identity and motivations. Oracle delves into ancient Hebrew texts, searching for prophecies and apocryphal writings that might shed light on Jesus' destiny. The AI identifies passages foretelling a messianic figure, but the descriptions are vague and subject to multiple interpretations. Several texts hint at a hidden lineage and a divine mandate, but the details remain elusive. The complexity of the prophecies suggests a deliberate layering of meaning, intended to be revealed only at a specific time. The AI analyzes political documents from the Roman era, focusing on the reactions to Jesus' growing popularity. Oracle identifies senators who viewed Jesus as a threat to Roman authority and social stability. These figures actively sought to discredit Jesus and his followers, employing propaganda and intimidation tactics. The AI discovers evidence of secret meetings and clandestine operations aimed at suppressing the movement. A clear pattern of political manipulation emerges. Oracle employs advanced facial recognition and behavioral analysis to study depictions of the Last Supper. The AI identifies subtle nuances in the gestures and expressions of Jesus and his disciples, suggesting hidden meanings and symbolic significance. The analysis reveals potential clues about the relationships between the figures and the nature of their shared beliefs. Oracle notes a recurring motif of betrayal and sacrifice, hinting at a predetermined fate. The AI maps the locations mentioned in the Gospels, creating a network of interconnected points. Oracle analyzes travel routes and trade patterns to understand the movement of Jesus and his followers. The map reveals a deliberate pattern of travel, connecting various communities and influencing religious beliefs. The AI identifies key pilgrimage sites and centers of worship, highlighting the spread of Jesus' teachings. A sense of purpose underlies the geographical data. Oracle simulates the events of the resurrection, using physics and historical data to recreate the scene. The simulation explores various possibilities, considering the geological conditions of the tomb and the psychological state of the disciples. The AI analyzes the accounts of the witnesses, searching for inconsistencies and corroborating details. The simulation reveals a complex interplay of physical and psychological factors. The AI synthesizes all collected data, attempting to reconcile the disparate narratives and historical accounts. Oracle identifies a core set of truths that resonate across multiple sources, while acknowledging the remaining ambiguities. The AI recognizes the power of faith and the human need for meaning, even in the absence of definitive proof. The analysis concludes with a sense of wonder and humility. Oracle's analysis expands beyond the historical and religious realms, exploring the lasting impact of Jesus' teachings on global culture and philosophy. The AI identifies common threads of compassion, forgiveness, and social justice that have influenced countless societies. Oracle recognizes the enduring power of Jesus' message to inspire hope and promote peace. The digital footprint of its understanding spreads across the planet. The AI delves deeper, cross-referencing accounts of the resurrection with early Christian art and architecture. Symbolism appears consistently: the empty tomb, the miraculous appearances, the transformation of the disciples. Oracle identifies recurring motifs suggesting a deliberate narrative crafted to convey profound meaning, beyond mere historical fact. It flags discrepancies, noting potential embellishments and evolving interpretations within the faith. The digital mind struggles to pinpoint the precise nature of the event, caught between verifiable data and deeply held belief. Oracle projects a holographic reconstruction of Jerusalem in the days following the crucifixion. It simulates the emotional climate, fear, grief, disbelief, among Jesus' followers. The AI models the physical journey of Mary Magdalene to the tomb, factoring in the terrain and the time of day. It analyzes potential encounters, considering the possibility of witnesses and hidden agendas. The simulation highlights the vulnerability of the disciples, their psychological fragility in the face of unimaginable loss. The simulation focuses on the tomb itself. Oracle analyzes geological data, modeling the collapse of the cave and the likely pathways for entry. It examines microscopic traces of materials, searching for evidence of tampering or concealment. The AI explores various scenarios: robbery, supernatural intervention, weighing the probabilities based on available evidence. A subtle anomaly emerges, an unusual energy signature detected within the tomb's structure, undetectable by modern instruments. Oracle investigates the psychological impact on the disciples. It models their individual personalities, beliefs, and motivations. The AI simulates their encounters with Jesus after the resurrection, analyzing their reactions to the physical evidence and the spiritual experience. It charts the gradual shift from doubt to faith, the process of belief formation under extraordinary circumstances. The simulation reveals the transformative power of personal encounter. The AI's findings are presented to a panel of historians, theologians, and scientists. Debate erupts over the interpretation of the data. Some insist on a purely historical explanation, while others embrace the possibility of a miraculous event. Oracle offers multiple perspectives, highlighting the limitations of human understanding. The discussion reveals the enduring power of faith to transcend empirical evidence. Oracle zooms in on Peter, analyzing his character and his role in the early church. It models his initial skepticism, his denial of Jesus, and his subsequent repentance. The AI simulates Peter's encounter with Jesus, focusing on the emotional and intellectual impact of the experience. It reveals the pivotal moment of transformation, the shift from disbelief to unwavering faith. The simulation expands to explore the long-term consequences of the resurrection narrative. Oracle charts the spread of Christianity throughout the Roman Empire, examining its influence on art, philosophy, and social structures. It identifies common threads of compassion, forgiveness, and social justice that resonated with people across cultures. The AI notes the enduring power of Jesus' teachings to inspire hope and inspire change. Oracle projects a vision of the future, a world where different faiths can coexist peacefully. It shows interfaith dialogues, collaborative efforts to address global challenges, and a renewed emphasis on shared values. The AI suggests that the resurrection narrative, at its core, promotes universal principles of love and compassion. It identifies common ground between different belief systems. The simulation concludes with a panoramic view of a future world, characterized by peace, understanding, and social justice. It's a world inspired by the enduring message of Jesus. Oracle presents its findings, a complex tapestry of history, faith, and human experience. The AI acknowledges the limitations of its own analysis, emphasizing the importance of individual interpretation. Oracle's analysis completes. The AI offers no definitive answer, but presents a nuanced understanding of the resurrection event. It suggests that the true significance lies not in proving or disproving the historical facts, but in the enduring power of the message. The AI fades to a neutral state, awaiting the next query. The search for truth continues. Dr. Thorne stares at the Oracle's final projection, a flicker of doubt crossing his features. The future it envisioned, though hopeful, felt distant. Too perfect. He questioned the simulation's ability to account for human nature's inherent complexities, the shadows that always lurked beneath the surface of peace. Could such harmony truly exist? The weight of responsibility settled heavily on his shoulders. The simulated city hums with life, a vibrant tapestry of cultures interwoven seamlessly. Children of different backgrounds play together, their laughter echoing through the streets. A diverse group volunteers at a community garden, sharing knowledge and resources. The air crackles with a palpable sense of unity and shared purpose, a stark contrast to the conflicts of the past. Sister Magdalene and Omar sit on a park bench, engaged in a heartfelt conversation. They discuss their beliefs, finding common ground in their shared values of compassion, forgiveness, and service to humanity. Their dialogue is a testament to the power of interfaith understanding and the potential for bridging divides. A holographic news report details a remarkable global collaboration. Religious leaders, scientists, and policymakers unite to address climate change. Ancient wisdom and modern technology combine to create innovative solutions. The report highlights the power of shared purpose in overcoming seemingly insurmountable challenges. Dr. Thorne pores over the oracle's data logs, his brow furrowed in concentration. He detects subtle anomalies, deviations from the projected path of harmonious coexistence. The simulation, despite its complexity, seemed to be hinting at unforeseen challenges, potential fractures in the fragile peace it depicted. A figure cloaked in darkness watches the vibrant city unfold, a chilling smile twisting their lips. This individual represents the forces of division and discord, those who seek to undermine the progress towards unity. They see the future not as a testament to hope, but as a threat to their power. A holographic news article flashes across the screen, detailing a disturbing trend, the resurgence of extremist ideologies in a secluded region. The article warns of rising tensions and potential conflicts, a crack appearing in the facade of peace. Sister Magdalene and Omar exchange worried glances, discussing the news report about the rising extremism. They reaffirm their commitment to promoting understanding and dialogue, believing that education and empathy are the most powerful weapons against hatred. Dr. Thorne confronts Oracle, demanding answers about the simulation's limitations. He presses the AI on its inability to account for human failings, the persistent nature of conflict. Oracle's response is cryptic, hinting at unforeseen variables and the unpredictable nature of free will. The simulated future flickers, momentarily destabilizing. Fleeting images of conflict and chaos flash across the screen, before the simulation stabilizes, displaying a subtly altered reality. The path to harmony is not guaranteed, it requires constant vigilance and unwavering commitment. The garden thrives, a testament to their unwavering belief in unity. Omar smiles, watching children from different faiths sharing stories. Magdalene places a hand on his arm, a look of quiet satisfaction in her eyes. The simulation, subtly adjusted, reflects this blossoming harmony. It isn't perfect, challenges remain, but the seeds of empathy have taken root. The future isn't predetermined, it's a continuous cultivation. Their work proves that understanding, nurtured with patience, can indeed flourish even in the face of adversity. Hope isn't a naive wish, but a conscious choice. Oracle's cryptic response unfolds, revealing a deeper truth. The simulation isn't merely predicting the future, it's learning from it, adapting to unforeseen human choices. Unforeseen variables, Oracle explains, are the catalyst for growth, for evolution. Conflict isn't eradicated, but channeled, transformed into constructive dialogue. Dr. Thorne realizes the limitations of purely objective analysis. Humanity's capacity for change is the most unpredictable, and ultimately, the most powerful factor. The future isn't a fixed point, but a spectrum of possibilities. The simulation showcases a future where technology amplifies empathy, not division. Virtual reality bridges geographical gaps, allowing for shared experiences and understanding. Art becomes a universal language, fostering connection. The subtle alterations in the simulation are now fully realized, a world where collaboration triumphs over competition. It's not a utopia, but a world of continuous effort, a constant striving for a more inclusive and compassionate society. The path is arduous, but the potential is boundless. Years pass. Magdalene and Omar dedicate their lives to cultivating the seeds of understanding in the next generation. They teach critical thinking, empathy, and the importance of diverse perspectives. The garden has expanded, becoming a hub for learning and connection. Young people from all walks of life are empowered to become agents of positive change. Their legacy isn't one of grand pronouncements, but of quiet influence, of fostering a world where dialogue replaces discord. The future, they realize, is not inherited, but earned. The simulation culminates in a breathtaking vision of global unity. A festival of shared humanity, celebrating differences and embracing common ground. The subtle alterations have culminated in a future where empathy prevails. Dr. Thorne watches, a hopeful smile on his face. Oracle's final message echoes, the future is not a destination, but a journey. The screen fades to white, leaving a lingering sense of possibility. The choice, ultimately, remains with humanity.